Hi, my name's Scott Taylor. I'm the executive producer of Destiny: Rise of Iron.
We thought we had sealed away the plague for eternity. But now, it has returned.
Destiny: Rise of Iron. What is it adding to Destiny that we've never seen before?
Destiny: Rise of Iron has all new social space, a new zone on Earth called the Plague Lands. We got new gear, new weapons, new raid. We've never seen a raid on Earth with the Fallen before. Never seen the top of the wall. You're gonna see that in the raid. We have, all the things you'd expect from a new Destiny release. We have new strikes, we have new PvP maps. We also have private matches. So that's really exciting. Fans have been looking for that for a long time, and we're really happy to deliver it.
I was going to ask about that because obviously we did the private matches in there. Is there a reason it's taken so long for private matches, or did you prefer the community to not have that option initially?
Well, we definitely look at entire packages of content, and when we started theming this event around Saladin, it felt like, oh, that's good. Like, that seems like a good time to develop that feature. And so we're really, really happy to deliver it now.
Noticed when I was playing the new strike, got the Splicers. That's a new faction, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we have new enemies in the Plague Lands, which is our new zone on Earth, and they've uncovered an ancient technology that could be used for good, but the Fallen aren't so nice, and so they are using it to transform themselves. They have new abilities, and they are becoming monsters, and they're doing experiments on the Hive, a bunch of nasty stuff. And so it's up to you as a Guardian to go into the Plague Lands and take them out.
There's new story content alongside the new strikes and the raid. Do the raid and strikes tie into the new enemies entirely?
Yeah, one of the things that we were really excited about with this release was to make all the activities flow into a greater narrative and tone. And so you're going to find double splicers in the raid, and they are stirred up by the story. And then you're going to see in the strike, you're going to see payoff of the Fallen experimentation on the Hive. So we're trying to have all these bits weave together and tell a larger story.
In the way that playing through the story will naturally evolve to the strike, will naturally evolve to the raid.
Yeah, absolutely. By playing the story, you're going to lead into some cool missions that take you to the strike, and then you're going to lead into our raid.
And obviously, it's not going to have the hard mode raid day one.
So on day one, when it launches, when Rise of Iron launches on September 20th, a couple days later, on September 23rd, a Friday, regular raid comes out. And at those points, the light level cap is 385. At some time in the future after that, the light level is going to jump to 400, and we're going to have the hard mode raid.
How hard is the raid going to be this time around? I've just personally finished Oryx, did the hard mode raid.
Very easy for you.
Oh no.
No, I mean hard mode raid is the pinnacle of PvE achievement in Destiny, and really special moment, right? Like, it's the hardest thing you can do, but Destiny encourages collaboration, and so we're confident that 6 Guardians will ride through and be triumphant.
How much do you plan for people beating the raid in the way that obviously it's a lot of figuring out, people doing random things, figuring it out? You had in Oryx, you had 2 people had to get the totems, 2 people had to be on the middle, 2 people had to get the other totems. Yeah. How do you balance it between frustration and progression, essentially?
Well, I mean, part of the joy of the raids is the collaboration aspect. And so you go in there, it's not just a run and gun situation. You really have to be paying attention to everything. And so, yeah, that's just a lot of playtesting. You kind of have these grand ideas, and then you go after them and see if you're successful by playing the game a lot.
Is the new light level cap going to make some of the old content redundant, or are you beefing that up as well?
And we have the new raid coming out. We have a lot of great content that people can play, but yeah, we're not updating any of the old activities to reflect the new light level.
And Rise of Iron is the last content for year 1 Destiny.
Well, after Rise of Iron, we have Festival of the Lost coming back in October, and we are going to do a winter event that's going to feature the return of Sparrow Racing, which is one of the questions I get asked the most. And so that's going to come back, and we're also going to have some other activities. If you want to do Sparrow Racing and also other things, that's going to be open to you.
Are those things coming back permanently, or just as one-off events?
We're still working on that, so we're going to see what happens, but they're definitely coming back in December.
But in terms of big expansions, is Rise of Iron the last one?
Well, what we're talking about right now is that bit through the rest of the year, and so Festival of the Lost and Sparrow Racing and Winter Event is what we're focusing on right now.
I feel like in year 1 Destiny, you've learnt a lot building up to Rise of Iron, in the feedback from players and things that have worked and haven't worked so much.
Well, one of the most amazing things about Destiny is that we didn't just ship a box and then leave it on the shelf. We were able to evolve the gameplay. And so ever since, Dark Below, which came out in the December after the release, and House of Wolves that May, and Taken King last year, you can see that the game's evolving. And so it's been a great process of us as developers and players, and then our community giving us feedback, that all kind of combining to help us point in these different directions. And we're really excited about the innovations that Rise of Iron has, and excited to see what feedback we get that takes us then into the future.
Okay. Do you think you finally got Destiny then where you want it to be? Because obviously day one there were a few issues around it. There was a tweak to the light level and the leveling system. Do you think now everything's come together?
Rise of Iron is the best version of Destiny we know how to make today, and we're going to take the lessons that we get from Rise of Iron, and we're going to continue to improve Destiny. I mean, this is one of those things that we're so passionate about, just getting into that world and asking ourselves what would be cool, what would be interesting, and we're going to continue to learn and hopefully continue to make better Destiny.
Is Gjallahorn going to be the only weapon anyone uses again?
No way. Gjallahorn is going to be one of many weapons in Rise of Iron that people are excited to have. And Gjallahorn, when you just look at it and you look at the rest of Rise of Iron, it just fits really nicely. And so we're happy to bring it back. And you're going to learn a lot on the quest to reforge Gjallahorn about its origins.
Also play Supremacy mode, new mode. Is there any other new modes you're adding in there to multiplayer?
So we have added a mode, Supremacy, which is really fun. You kill a Guardian and they drop a crest, and then the race is on to either get more points for your team or deprive the other team of points. So we have 4 maps. One of them is a PlayStation exclusive. We also have private matches, and so we expect all of our players to do very interesting things with private matches. I've done some nice 1v1 matches, and I've seen a lot of crazy things happen. So it's going to be really exciting to see what our community does with private matches.
Are you opening private matches up to the same ability to earn engrams and leveling and the Crucible rank, or are you going to pull it back a bit to stop people essentially cheating it?
Well, we're going to make sure, we're going to be very clear about this. So you can do daily bounties, you can get greens and blues, and some glimmer. And so the weeklies and some of the other things you're going to have to go into the jungle to get, but we're excited to, part of Destiny is getting things, and so we didn't want to remove that at all from private matches.
Is there going to be new achievements, trophies?
There are new achievements and trophies with great icons. I'm excited There's one in particular I'm very excited about.
It's not inappropriate, I hope.
No. It's not. It's just it's very clever. It's a hidden thing in the. I'll tell you this. It's a hidden thing in the social space area. So it's gonna be fun. So Rise of Iron. Destiny Rise of Iron is coming out Tuesday, September 20th, to a console near you.